Good day and welcome to another broadcast of Venture Capital Fund. Today program promises to be exciting again. We're going to be looking at how to arouse customer interest. And this is something that you should know if you're in business. And you must understand that the potential client, potential customers, they go through a process before they actually take action to invest time, talent, and hard-earned money into your business. And part of that process is you must be able to arouse their interest. So for the last couple of days, we have been looking at that entire process. We first of all look at what is your attention grabber. You should have your attention grabber. You should know it. We also look at how to pique interest. Now today we are looking at how to arouse emotion and how to get the client and the customer emotionally involved. You want to start to lay that groundwork. However, permit me as usual to tell you a little bit about the vision behind Venture Capital Fund. Our mission is to position our clients, employees, and strategic partners to understand, create, and leverage passive income cash flow, build multiple streams of income, leverage smart investment strategies in order to build generational wealth. It's very important for you to understand also that in the programs that we're going to bring into you, you will learn a lot about financial intelligence in the commercial financial sector, financial intelligence in the investment financial sector, financial intelligence and smart capital markets, and financial intelligence for a sustainable livelihood. Now, financial intelligence goes beyond your ability to make money and maximize your disposable income. It addresses the issue of understanding the global financial sector and leveraging this intelligence to create good debt cash flow, minimize existing debt financial portfolio while maximizing financial and equity capital gain. The understanding of the commercial financial sector, investment financial sector, and smart capital market are an important body of knowledge for you to have in the global landscape of financial intelligence. In the event that you're joining me for the first time, my name is Gary Thompson. I'm a business development consultant by profession. I'm a humanitarian by nature, and I'm the multiple best-selling author for several books, including Billionaire Codes, and Manager's Toolkit. These two books are already on the bestseller list, so I want to encourage you to get your copy of these books. A lot of the concepts that we're talking about in these programs are coming from these books. So you owe it to yourself to get your copy. Now, I quickly want to say this, in the event that you are looking at this program for the first time, or you have never subscribed to this program, I want to encourage you that once you find the information interesting, do give us a thumbs up, and you will see the subscription button at the bottom of the screen, or just below this video. Just click the subscription button, so you will be the first to get this information as we bring them to you on a daily basis. We're targeting businesses, small, medium, and large-scale businesses, and we are bringing to you content of information that can literally leapfrog and transform the landscape of how you do business. Along with this, we're going to talk to you about everything finance, so you literally understand how to create smart capital, how to leverage smart capital, how to create debt, how to reduce your debt costs using strategic debt strategies that will allow you to get the equity in your asset much earlier. And that will allow you to get greater equity leverage, which is more cash flow, to pump into your business, to scale your business with local, regional, and international relevance. So welcome once again on this journey as we explore what we call sales systems and marketing strategies. And one of the marketing strategies that we're looking at is we're analyzing the buying process that the customers go through. We are analyzing the things that you need to do to uh, position your brand, your value proposition in the hearts and minds and souls of the existing and potential customers. We begin this program by looking at the importance of attention, and we look at some examples as to how we should go about creating attention or building attention to your products, your services, your idea. The next thing that we look at is how to, pique interest. All right. And in doing your business, you want to know how to pique interest. It's very, very important. The process must be clearly understood. There must be systems in place to aid you through this entire process. So at the end of the day, you get desired results. Today, we're going to be looking at how to arouse desire, how to arouse desire. So in this whole process, we're going to be looking at how to influence customer desire. And that is something that you want to know. So just strap yourself in as we go through this exercise today. Now, desire and brand awareness is a key part of positioning your brand to be more visible, to be more appealing, to be more attractive to the potential and existing customer. And there's a right and wrong way in how you go about doing this. What I want to do today is to have us examine what we call 4 steps to influence potential clients' desire. 4 steps to influence potential customer desire in your products, your services, and your brand. The first thing that I want us to look at here today is what we call step 1. How can you inspire confidence in your brand? And I want you to think about this. How can you inspire confidence in your brand? And I'll give some few examples a little later down in the program. Step 2 is you must ask yourself, how can you inspire trust in your brand? And you want to be able to do this. Confidence and trust. How do you inspire trust in your brand? And there's a major difference between confidence and trust. You need to know that. Step 3 is how do you inspire credibility in your brand? How do you or can you inspire credibility in your brand? And remember, credibility is not something that you can go and buy over the counter, like you buy pharmaceutical products or you buy, fruits and vegetables. A process has to be followed before you can actually achieve credibility in the minds of the potential customer. But again, there's a right and a wrong way, and there's a fast and there's a slow way. You need to understand the entire system that can fast track reaching that point of credibility in the minds, hearts, and souls of the potential and existing customer. So we're going to look at that a little bit just now. Step 4 is how can you make a proposition to the potential and existing customer that they cannot resist? How to propose an irresistible offer. And this is something that I want you to really think about, because we're now talking about how to arouse desire, how to at least get the customer to get some emotion in this whole process that you are setting out here to achieve. How to make an irresistible offer. So we'll look at that today. Now, let's go right up back to step 1. Step 1 asks the question, how to influence potential clients' desire. And you want to know this. You want to know this. And one of the things that you would need to do here, because This is again one of the reasons why we continue to say, in starting a business, while cash flow maximization is important, your number one focus should be on your value proposition. How are you going to add value and how you're going to fix problems? Your key focus here should be on what is your value proposition and how you can really position your value proposition in the minds and the hearts and the souls of your potential and existing customer. So one of the ways in which you do this, you look at your value proposition and you look at the impact that your value proposition has or have been having on the existing customer base. So this is something that we call look at your track record. Now, track record don't have to be 5, 10, 15, 20 years. You can have a track record for 3 or 6 months. But the track record has been a well-targeted research system that really allows you to assess perhaps hundreds and thousands of persons in terms of the impact that your value proposition is having on this specific target market. One of the things that you need to do is to look at historical data and present those historical data showing how it is impacting the lives of existing customers. So this is one way in how you can influence potential clients' desire. Here is where they're going to be saying that he has done this before, she has done this before. These are the results that they have been getting. Their track record are showing this. So they know that you are just not starting and you are experimenting and you are guessing in the entire process, particularly if it deals with certain kind of product like pharmaceutical products. You don't want to be using any pharmaceutical products that people are experimenting with. You see the kind of uncertainty that people across the world have today with COVID-19 and the vaccine coming out of Bill Gates. There is so much of speculation, so much of doubts between Bill Gates and Fauci. These things are happening. Perhaps more than half of the global population is saying that they're not going to take the vaccine. If it comes from Bill Gates, perhaps if it comes from some other source. So these are all barriers to arousing customers' desire that you need to think about and know about and clearly identify how to get the customers, potential customer, past these barriers, because people will have these reservations and these doubts and these fears in their minds that are helping them to put up barriers against investing desire in your products or in your services. And if you're unaware of this, if you're ill aware of this, the barrier will remain up, because if you don't know what are those factors that are pushing them to have the barrier up, you don't know what steps to take to bring down the barrier. And part of your role in marketing and branding, or part of the subject matter specialist role in this regard for your organization, is to know these things. And in knowing these things is to identify clear systems to mitigate them, to ensure that at the end of the day, you can achieve desired results. So we said step one, look at your track record, present your track record. And I don't want to say too much on the Bill Gates and the Fauci scenario, but in terms of track record, there is a lot to be talked about here. So let's look at steps two. Step two is how to inspire trust in your brand. And this is something that you want. The first one was confidence. The second is trust. How do you inspire trust in your brand? And one way you can do this is to get customer testimonies. Perhaps you can get several persons who can say to the public that we have used this academic program, we have used this pharmaceutical product, and it has literally transformed their lives. Getting these testimonies out there, it can certainly help to bring down some of the barriers and increase the trust level. You see, and let me give you a quick example. You know, you can have confidence in people. You have confidence that people are great thinkers, they are global thinkers, and they're social actors, and they're transformational leaders. They're all of these things. But sometimes you have the confidence in them with all of this, but sometimes the element of trust comes up. Can I trust them with my life? And I want to put to you a clear case in study. I mean, the world has known the great work that Bill Gates has done. Bill Gates has allocated millions of US dollars to cancer research, to AIDS research, to malaria research. And, you know, he has been pumping millions of dollars for years into these kind of research. So people are fully aware that he has a kind heart in this regard. People are fully aware that he has a humanitarian spirit in this regard. People are fully aware that his, you know, entrepreneurial and philanthropist work is very much out there. So people have confidence to that extent in that regard. People have tremendous confidence in him as an innovator, being a great mind behind, you know, the IBM and the, you know, the great technologies of the world. He has proven himself there time and time again. So the world has confidence in his ability to innovate products and services that is perhaps relevant to people across the world. You have the confidence in him to do this, but do you trust him in the field of medicine? Do you trust him to innovate the products, a vaccine to deal with COVID-19 that seems to be literally shut the entire world down? And here is where a lot of uncertainty lies. So you can trust the guy, all right? You have confidence in the guy, but when it comes to certain things in your life, you don't trust him. You have confidence in him to do certain things, but then you don't trust him to do other things. And the world right now is in, you know, that kind of state of frame of mind with all that is happening. If you're following the news, you will see what I'm talking about. So we look at confidence, you look at trust. Now, just like your business, your brand, your service, your ad, you have to bring down all of these fears and all of these barriers, because these things are real in people's mind. And if people don't trust you, they might have confidence that you got the ability to do things, but if they don't trust you, they're not going to invest their hard-earned monies with you, especially when they have a choice. They're not going to invest their hard-earned money with you. So one of the things that you can do to build trust is to get testimonies from people who would have used it, and they have nothing but positive review to give to the public. You can leverage that. So step 3 is how to inspire credibility in your brand. You want to inspire, you know, that your brand is a credible brand, and in the minds, heart, and soul of your potential existing customers, they must know this. You want them to know this, because this is what's going to position you to convert first-time users into lifetime customers. So your subject matter expert in marketing and branding must understand this. They must be able to have a clear mental picture of what this is and how to leverage these systems to build credibility in the minds, hearts, and souls of the general public. But how do you get to this point of building credibility? Now, there are some hard ways to do it and long ways to do it, and there are some ways in which you can fast track it. Now, let me give you some example. For many companies, it takes years to build up credibility, many, many years. And is years where you are asked to demonstrate quality of services consistently over the life of your product. To do this is going to be very costly. If you do not find a way to fast track building confidence, trust, credibility in the minds of the potential customer, you're not going to get them very easily to come to that point where they have desire in your products and your services and your brand, where they have emotion invested in your product, where they can make a conscious decision and say, don't use this one, use this one because they are credible. To achieve this is not going to be the easiest as if you do not understand marketing and branding. If your subject matter expert doesn't understand systems that can be used to literally help you to fast track this process. So the long way is to get out there, get yourself into the regular communication platform, radio, television, newspaper, get yourself out there in public relation, talk with the public. The more you do this, is the more you're going to be able to bring down the barriers and raise some degree of confidence in your products and services. Get yourself to that point of having credibility. The more you're in the face of the public, the more you demonstrate that you know what you're talking about, the more you demonstrate your value proposition and position that in the minds of the potential and existing customers, it certainly will give you the fighting chance to get past confidence, to get past trust, to come into credibility, where the potential client now and existing clients are more desirous of your products and services. And here is where you must take every single thing that we talked about over the last 2 days. We talk about brand relevance as you get to the media. We talk about messaging content as you get to the media. We talk about these essential tenets that is going to complement you in the whole process of positioning your brand in the hearts, minds, and soul of the potential customer. Yesterday, we looked at attention grabber, how to design your attention grabber. And you want to know that you have all of these things in place, all right? Your interest piquer, we look at all of these things. So you need to look back at these videos, all right? Attention grabber, interest piquer, how to pique interest. Today we're now looking at how to arouse desire. Now these things all work together, all right? And you need to know this. Now the fourth concept that we're gonna look at, the fourth step, is what we call step 4, fourth step, and that is how to position an irresistible, propose an irresistible offer. At this stage of the game, you want people to be desirous. So you get past the issue of confidence. You get past the issue of trust. You get past the issue of credibility. Now, you want them to really arouse desire. All right, and this will take them to the next stage, desire, action. Tomorrow I'll look at action. So what are things you can do in making that irresistible offer? There's several things that you can do. One, you can say free sampling. You might be bringing out a new product. You might be starting a gym with modern technology that helps the individual to burn fat faster. And in burning fat, It, rejuvenate their metabolism. It rejuvenate their energy level. You might be bringing out a new product that speaks about enhanced sleep cycle, sleep wake cycle, where that product allows you to get into a deeper sleep, which certainly is your, what we call your nighttime neurotransmitter. We call it the melatonin. And when you sleep, the melatonin is rejuvenating. The melatonin is what we call the nighttime neurotransmitter. And the only way you get the adrenaline rush, the energy during the day, which we call the serotonin, is when you rest well at night. Suppose you have a product that speaks to this. You can give free sampling. So you have 10, 20, 30, 100 persons who are sampling your product. And simply by saying that, you're getting them way past desire and you get them into taking action because they're coming now to utilize the product. Then you get them past just the desire. You get them now into taking action. We're going to talk more about action tomorrow. You might talk about no money down. Let us suppose that you're starting a new educational program and you get an international company to pay for the first 25 students, the first 100 students. So the first 25 or 100 students that comes to benefit from this program might be financially intelligent. They are being trained free. So you get them past that desire point and they're now taking action. All of these things help to get the potential customer past the desire. The barriers that they have are now coming down because of the systems that you're going to be using. Now, if they have to pay, you can send money back guarantee. They may have to pay, it might be a premium brand. They have to pay for it, but you give them an offer, money back guarantee. So if they're not satisfied with the quality of products and service that they would have experienced, money back guarantee. And you have the legal documents to back it up. So there are all of these systems that you can use to really get the potential customer to get some emotion involved, to get emotionally involved with your offer, and to want to get some skin in the game. The last concept that we're going to look at now is something that we call lifetime mentorship and coaching program. Now, depending on the nature of your business, you can offer lifetime coaching and mentorship programs. I wouldn't get into all the details, but these are all systems that can work for you. Now, you might be saying that lifetime coaching and mentorship program. Now, if you have 1,000 persons who are being coached for lifetime at no cost, it's going to hurt your company. Not if you understand business. All of those persons can become affiliate brand ambassadors, where they're helping you to get the word out there about your brand. They understand your brand. So there are innovative and creative ways in which you need to do business. And that's what we are here for at Venture Capital Fund, Venture Capital Inc., and Global Branding and Marketing. We are here to provide you with these critical kind of information that can really help to leapfrog your business with local, regional, and international relevance. So again, I want to say to you this, that at Venture Capital Fund, Venture Capital Inc., Global Branding and Marketing, we have a team of PFAs, professional financial advisors, personal financial advisors that are prepared to work with you with all of your financial issues. So if you want to access funding for your business, you want to know how to mitigate that debt, costs and debt life cycle, we work with you on that. If you're taking out debt for your home mortgage, we have the subject matter expert that can help you to bring down your debt costs and own the asset much earlier than you would be able to do naturally. We have the subject matter expert to work with you through this whole process. And everything that we do is above the board, so legal, everything that we do. We have a team of economists that's going to work with you. We have a team of business consultants that is going to work with you, that are going to help you to build a better business and a better brand. So I want to encourage you to reach out to us at Global Branding and Marketing, Venture Capital Fund, Venture Capital Inc. And let us start a talk with you. You can have some free consultations on how we can help you to scale your business, your brand, your idea with local, regional, and international relevance. Give your business a chance, a fighting chance to succeed. We know why businesses fail. We know why businesses become stagnant. And I keep saying this, you know, your business may fail not because you have a bad product or a bad service, but businesses may fail because the element of competition in the market is not fair. We talk about cutthroat competition. We talk about unfair competition. We talk about favoritism. And does racism has a part to do with business? If you don't believe that, believe me, it too. Racism, favoritism has a lot to do with how your business is positioned to succeed in the marketplace. And you need to know some of these things. Perhaps knowing these things is what will really help you to know what steps to take to give your business, your ideas, your brand a fighting chance to succeed. So these are things that we get into and to really work with you and your business. Well, you may have a very good brand. You know, you may have a very good business idea. You just need the right mentorship and the right coaching, the right advice, the right support system that can help you to take it from a simple idea, from a struggling business, into something that can really add value to people across the world. All right, so again, if you find this information interesting, do remember to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to this program so you will be the first to get this information as we bring them to you on a daily basis. My name is Gary Thompson. I'm a business development consultant by profession. I'm a humanitarian by nature, and I'm the multiple best-selling author for Billionaire Codes, Manager's Toolkit. These two books are already on the bestseller list. And so I want you to go to our sister company website, which is www.megamoneygy.com. And when you log into that site, you will see these books on the front page. You can purchase from the website, or you can inbox me directly. You can come down to the bottom of the screen on that website, and you can email me, and we can get you how much books you want. All right, I want you to also navigate shopping and see all of the various programs that we are offering, and how you can get involved with some of the things that we are doing. All right, one of the things, you can become a franchise owner, franchise manager, which means that with that, we help you to build either a virtual or a physical storefront to carry our product lines, and you can cash flow significantly here. All right, so be blessed. Thanks for taking the time out for being with me today. I do appreciate that. And we look forward to seeing you in person, seeing you on the other side.